13 months ago, I was standing in my bathroom, staring in the mirror. I had set myself a deadline, and I was making a plan. The deadline was Christmas time, and the plan was to commit suicide. See, I was nearing the end of a 10-year-long battle with depression, and I felt like I had lost. I weighed 350 pounds. I was self-medicating with drugs, alcohol, food, and all kinds of other things. My life had become a disaster, and I was ready to give up. How many of you know somebody that's been affected by depression? It's an issue that affects nearly 1/3 of Canadians at some point during their life, and the numbers get worse all the time. In 2017, an average of 10 Canadians per day took their own lives, and for each of them, 30 more attempts were made. To me, that is unacceptable. In the years following my diagnosis, I tried a lot of different things in order to feel better. I went to doctors, therapists, psychiatrists, counselors. I took medication. I went to group therapy. I did everything that I thought I was supposed to do to manage my depression. Yet there I was 9 years later, feeling worse off and more alone than ever before. Out of all the things I tried, there was only one real place that I found comfort and support, and it wasn't in the words of the counselors or the therapists. It came from the stories I heard from my fellow patients, from the other survivors who told their stories of success and victory. It was in those stories that I found the strength I needed to keep going forward and the hope that there was a light at the end of that dark tunnel I was going through. About a year ago, a miracle happened. I had a small shift in perspective, and suddenly I stopped looking at my depression as the problem I was trying to solve, and I started seeing it for what it was, a symptom of the problem I was trying to solve. You see, there was something fundamentally wrong with the way I was living my life, and it was making me feel the way I did. As I looked out into the world around me, I realized I was not the only one. You see, there's something broken about the world in which we live in. People were never designed to live in the modern world the way we do. We were not meant to be poisoned by the food we eat. We were not meant to spend our lives working away at jobs we hate in hopes of someday retiring and buying some happiness. We were not meant to have thousands of friends online and still not know who to call in a crisis. There's something fundamentally broken about the world in which we live, and it is killing people in terrifying numbers. But what can I do about it? It was in the stories of my fellow patients and survivors that I found hope, and now, by some miracle, I can stand here with you and tell you my story. And now it is my job. No, it is my duty to take my story out into the world and tell it anywhere I can go, that people will listen, in the hopes that I can inspire even one person to take action and change their life. If I can give hope to even one person, I have been successful. But there's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. Because for a depressed person who decides they want to get help and who makes the decision to turn their life around, one of the worst feelings in the world is not knowing where to turn or who to talk to. Which is why I'm creating a referral network of all the wonderful people in this world that are already working to combat these problems. I'm talking about nutrition coaches, fitness coaches, lifestyle coaches, counselors, therapists, energy healers, and all the other amazing people who are way smarter than me that are dealing with the problem. Because when I go out into the world and inspire other people to go out and tell their stories, people are going to come to us looking for help. And when they do, I need to be ready to say, here is where you can go to find that help. Here are the people you can talk to that can help you get your life back on track. My friends, There is something fundamentally broken about the world in which we live, and it is killing people in terrifying numbers, but it does not have to be that way. Together, we can take a stand against depression, and we can take suicide from being the 9th leading cause of death in this country to being the rarest cause of death on the planet. And that is the beautiful world in which I believe we all deserve to live. Thank you.